Hey y'all, welcome back to the Healing Not Healed podcast. I am your host, KB, and I'm just glad that I'm here. I'm excited to be here. Y'all are seeing my face. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's probably been like 2 months. Yeah, because episode 1, I was here. I was ready. Episode 2 and 3, you weren't getting it. Grief don't have no end date. So it extended to audio only on 2 episodes. But if you are new here, not editing that out, thank you for even taking the time out to click on this video. Go ahead and click like, subscribe, share, do. Thank you. If you're new here, please go watch episode 1, 2, and 3 to get a better understanding of where I am in my life, to understand why it is called healing and not healed. Healing not healed, because healing is a journey. It is not a destination. And social media will make you think it needs to be aesthetically pleasing when it's probably the ugliest process you'll go through, because it's just looking in the mirror. But yeah, so we're gonna just get right on into it, because it's already 10:45. I got 4%. My kiddos are in the bed. I still got a shower from today, and I'm ready to take this wig off. I'm ready to wipe this makeup off. I'm ready just to do all the things and get into bed. Glass of wine, cozy up, and go to bed. So today's episode is entitled Dear Younger Me. And this idea for me was brought on because I saw where people were doing this little trend on Instagram. I met my younger me for lunch today. She was late. I was early. And I'm just like, well, I'm going to tell you now, my younger self, she wouldn't have showed up because she know everything. She'd have been following behind some fast tail boy. And if her mama or daddy didn't make her go, she wasn't going to do it, even was going to get lip to them. She knew all the answers. She didn't care. She had it all. So she wouldn't even showed up. It would have been a waste of her time. So let me pen a letter. Since you don't want to show up, I'm going to pen you a letter. You'll read it because you're curious. You're very curious. You're nosy. You always want to be in somebody's business. So I penned me a letter. And I was like, Christina, why did you write a letter to your younger self? Let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you early on, and I want you to let me know in the comments. If you could go back and give your younger self advice, what would you say? Looking at everything that I've been through in the past just 15 years alone, I have a lot to say to my younger self, because this could have been avoided if you'd have just listened to everybody else and quit thinking you had all the answers, girl, because this is for you. In some kind of weird time swap dimension reality, you're watching this and I'm you. You think you have all the answers. Everybody's wrong. Christina knows everything. It's not about you. Newsflash. It'll never be about you until you decide you want to go and have your own family and all that other stuff. But we ain't even gonna get into that. Okay? It ain't about you. Honey, it'll never be about you. Even when it's supposed to be about you, baby, I'm gonna tell you now, it ain't gonna be about you. Okay? But I did it because writing that letter showed me how much I grew since being 15, 16 years old. I'm 32. So 16 years ago, those who know 16-year-old Christina, Sorry, but yes, that letter allowed me to realize how much I grew. It also gave me an opportunity to heal past trauma, past wounds. It brought up a lot of things that I didn't realize was a past wound or anything. And I've been slowly working on that with like my parents and stuff. And there's some stuff I just don't think I'll ever open up and deal with them, because I don't think it'll be viewed as traumatic in their eyes, but it's very traumatizing for me. It's also offers closure, just letting go of regret, and just like, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. So yeah, that was one of those things. But for me, it gave me compassion towards myself. It allowed me to release judgment. It allowed me to forgive myself. Do you hear me? It allowed me to forgive myself. Because we beat up ourselves way worse than God will ever do. And it's the devil's job to have you harping on your wrongdoing so you don't do the right thing. Anything he can do to keep you outside of the will of God, he's going to do. So if that means harping on mistakes you made 10 years ago, so you can focus on that, and you're not doing the will of God, he's going to do it. If the devil can put somebody in your life because he knows that that's all you need to not do the will of God, he's going to do that. So it's just, it was one of them things. That letter had to be written. And it took me a minute to write it. How much percentage I got? I got 3%, y'all. So we about to go on read the letter. Where is that? It's in my notes. Don't mind me, I got a bunch of notes. And since y'all think I'm lying, a letter to my younger self. Right? Okay. Dear younger me, I know you think you've got it all figured out. And I'm talking to this little girl right here. 6th grade. This was 6th grade. 6th grade. So this was before 15, 16. And I probably should have heard it before 15, 16. Because when I turned 15, 16, I was a mess. So keep that in mind. Her. 6th grade. I know you think you've got it all figured out. You're growing up fast, trying to keep up with the world and convinced you know exactly what you're doing. But slow down. You don't know everything, and that's okay. You're not supposed to. There's no prize for figuring it all out first. Life isn't a race. That one took me. I wish you could see your worth the way I see it now. You're chasing love, hoping someone will make you feel whole, but baby girl, you can't love anybody until you love yourself first. This is the biggest lesson I could have taught myself. Stop trying to fill that empty space with attention from boys who don't even matter and won't even matter in a year. They're not your future. They're distractions. Instead of pouring so much energy into people who won't last, spend that time with the ones who truly matter. Call your grandmothers, both of them. Sit with them. Ask them about their lives and let them tell you stories. Hug them tighter. Because one day, you'll wish you had more time with them. Don't waste those precious moments trying to impress people who aren't meant to stay. And stop being so hard on yourself. You don't have to be perfect to be loved. You are enough just as you are. You don't need to shrink yourself or change to fit into anyone else's idea of who you should be. Loving yourself isn't selfish. It's survival. You're going to make mistakes, but that's part of growing. The pain you feel now, it's shaping you into someone stronger and wiser. You'll get through it, but don't rush the process. Trust it and trust yourself. Girl, I love you. I love you. I love you. You may not think so, but I love you. Even when you don't know how to love yourself yet, I got you. And one day you'll understand that was enough all along. With love and patience, me. And I'm about to tear up. Because that little girl could not look at herself in the mirror without a face full of makeup on. That little girl never loved who she saw. She always wanted validation from a man, from a boy. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. That little girl loved everybody but herself. And it's funny, I hopped up on TikTok Live for the very first time. And everybody was like talking about how I need to eat. And you could see my lace on my wig and my teeth and all these things that little girl would have wanted to end it all for and had tried to at one point. to sit there and watch my growth from people saying these things about me and it really not bothering me, to know I came from that little girl to where there is nothing anybody can tell me about me that's gonna make me feel any type of way that I've not already said to myself. The struggle to fit in and be somebody I wasn't. That was her. That was her. And I wish that I would have had a fraction of the love I had for myself now back then. I promise. I really do. And rereading it now, I'm like, my mind is just going. Like I can give you about 5 things I've learned while writing that letter and what it brought to me and where I am in my healing journey. Number 1, the 5 things I would tell my younger self with proof. And I'm gonna get better on saying because I never realized I said it until I started editing my audio onlys. I will get better at that. Just bear with me. The first thing I would ever tell her to do is seek God first. Keep God first. The way that you feel when something good happens to you and you like, I gotta call so and so, that's who God should be to you. And to support my favorite verse of all time, that is one of those things I say to myself when I get in the morning or anytime anything happens to me now. Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. It's not ask for this stuff, then ask God for it and he give it to you. No, go to God before anything. Before you ask for anything, before you make a decision, before you decide to even cut somebody out, ask God first. Seek God in everything you do. My dad wrote a book, Look for God in Everything. And it's not until my 32-year-old big age that I'm really realizing, like, I really do look for God in everything. I got in a car 2 days ago from the gym, and from the ride from the gym to work, I don't listen to anything. I just talk to God the entire ride. For whatever reason, this time, I didn't even think about it. I just got in there and turned on the radio. Well, the speaker on my side of the car completely shot. Mind you, I'm in a loaner car, so here I am freaking out. Like, I done bust these folks' speaker way I be bumping in here. And I'm like, halfway home, like, how am I gonna do this? I don't know what to do. And I'm like, you're not even supposed to be listening to music. You're supposed to be talking to God. I turned it off so quick and we got into it. Real quick. Had the best conversation. And I got out the car. I actually went home so I could change so I could go to work. By the time I got back in the car on the way to work, my speakers was working. And I was like, thank you, Lord. Because I would have never thought, first, that's my time with God. I just was pumped up from the gym. And I'm like, yeah, we finna bump all the way to the house. Get it. Have a great day at work. All that kind of stuff. And my speaker got messed up. And I was like, but the funny thing is, it hasn't happened since. So seek God first. Girl, seek God first. That validation from that man. You want to change your hair? Ask God. Ask God. And wait. That's the problem. We don't be wanting to wait. You don't be wanting to wait. You be wanting to do the work now and think you're supposed to have everything all figured out. No. When you move on your time, it's always gonna be messed up. It's always gonna be wrong. It's always gonna be out of whack. But when you move on God's time, when that man tell you to move, when God instructs you to move on his time, it can't fail. It can't. That man know what he's talking about. It can't fail. So seek God first. Keep him first in everything you do. Another thing I would tell younger me is you are enough exactly the way you are. God numbered those hairs on your head. Can you tell me how many hairs you got on your head? Not locks. Not braids. Each individual strand. You can't. God can. God can. And in Psalms 139:14, I don't know the whole verse, but I do know that that's the one is, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are his works. Not your works, not their works. And the thing is, it says marvelous are his works. You are a work of God. You are marvelous. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are enough and beautiful exactly how you are. Period. Period, boo. And that's a lot to hear. And it's a big pill to swallow. And it's very hard. It is very hard to sit there and be able to look at yourself and be like, I'm her. I'm her. You're that girl. Like, it's a mirror behind here. Like, I'm her. It took me all this to get to where I'm trying to get you to go, baby girl. You are everything. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are everything the way you are. If somebody tells you that you are beautiful, don't sugarcoat it. Don't downplay it. Say thank you and accept that you are beautiful. My ex-husband used to tell me all the time, Christina, you are so gorgeous. You're so beautiful. And I never believed it. I never believed it. Even when somebody, to this day, somebody can walk up to me, and I'm working so hard on it. Somebody can walk up to me and give me a compliment, and I will downplay. Like, are you looking at the right person? Me. You think I'm pretty? You think I'm beautiful? This little girl? This one. That was how I thought. And it is very difficult. That's why I go so hard till my kids are so strong, they're so smart, they're so handsome. Best things walking, my kids. Cause yeah. But when you in your own head, it ain't nothing anybody can tell you. And it's just like, I'm having a thought process while I'm in it. It's just, it is what it is. You're beautiful. I could sit on this topic all day. You're beautiful. Christina, you are beautiful. Makeup, no makeup. Hair done or not, you're beautiful. You going to the dollar store. You will go, let me tell you something, girl. You will go to the dollar store at this big age, at 31, with prison braids in your hair, Christmas PJs, no bra, Ugg boots, 8 o'clock in the morning. And you're going to be standing in line. And a man is going to try to get your attention and your number. And you're going to turn him down because you're with somebody. But think about that. Prison braids. Fresh rolled out of bed. Probably still had a crust in my eyes. Ugg boots. Christmas PJs. No bra. Cooking. So stains everywhere. 8 o'clock in the morning. And this man is still trying to holler at you. Girl. Somebody her. Get it together. Another thing I'll tell you is just fear isn't of God. Do it scared. Do it scared. Because I heard something from Pastor Jerry Flowers in his last sermon. He said the fear of failure is actually worse than the actual failure, because you'll avoid something for the fear of failing versus failing and learning your lesson and getting up and doing it again, but doing it different. The fear of failure is worse than the actual failing, because the fear of failure, guess what? You're not doing nothing. When you have fear, like I did with trying to just even pull this back up, because I got back in my head again about how I'm scared and nobody's gonna pay attention to me and I have nothing to say, and this is an oversaturated market and other people are doing so much better. I couldn't do that. Faith over fear any day, because when you admit you're scared, that means you're admitting you do not have faith that God can bring you through it. And I'm sorry, we need to quit calling it delusional. I have faith. And this is for me, because I told myself when I was dating somebody, I was like, I'm delusional over this man. No, I have faith that if this was meant for me and me and him were supposed to be together long run, God gonna bring it back around. I'm not going out my way to move on my time anymore. I'm moving on his time, because his time ain't gonna mess me up. I'm gonna screw it up every time. So you gotta have faith, and you can't just have faith. You gotta do the work. So here I am doing the work. But James 2:26, I believe by the time y'all see this, it'll be right here on the screen. So if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, y'all see the correction right here on the screen. But James 2:26, I believe, if it's not James, is it Joshua? It's one of the J's. For, was it, as the body without the spirit is dead, so is faith without works. Have you ever heard that saying, faith without works is dead? Yeah, I believe God gonna give me a house, but what am I doing to get the house? I can't be sitting here on my butt thinking God is gonna bring me a house in a month and a half. I ain't did nothing. And now look at me. I'm here for another year. So now I'm gonna use this next year to do the work. Where do I want my podcast to be? Successful. Where people are accepting that healing isn't linear, and that you have to put God first in everything, and you gotta get your life together, because you don't have tomorrow. God promised us a lot of things, but tomorrow was definitely not one of them. And I've been reading my Bible and I've yet to see the promise of tomorrow. Get it together. Another thing I would tell you is you can't say the wrong thing to the right people. Whoever God has for you in your life, you can't mess it up. You can't. And I'm not saying that means go and just say whatever you want to. If somebody's meant to be in your life, you can't say the wrong thing. So I'm telling him I'm not interested in dating. What's for me is gonna find me. So I don't want to date. Like I just don't want to put myself out there like that, because I'm not that girl. No matter how much I try to make myself that girl, I'm not that girl. I had a guy in my DMs was like, hey, I want to take you on a date. You want to get food? Nobody saw anything wrong with that, because I asked a couple people. Nobody saw anything wrong with that. But for me, the missing element was, hey, how you doing? I seen you for a little bit. I would like to get to know you. You know, there's a certain way on how you do those things. And it wasn't done the right way. And like my discernment's been like quick fire. And I felt it was off, and I just didn't even respond. And it just was, it's not for me. And I'm not finna sit and pretend it is for me. I'm somebody's wife. And when that man get me, he's gonna be so excited that not everybody knows about KB. Not everybody's dealt with KB. Not everybody's seen KB. As far as anybody in my hometown know, I'm a ghost. I don't exist until I exist. You don't see me outside. That was Christina. You don't see me outside. I don't go outside. I go to the gym, home, and work. That's it. And I'm not changing that for nobody. If you want to date, keep that over there. I'm not a dater. So I'm not going to allow a dater to come in my life and think he's just going to date me. with no intention, no plan. Because the thing is, if you're dating me with no intention, that lets me know you can't lead. And I'm not following anybody that don't know where they're going. All that go with the flow, that's good for your 20s. I'm 32. What New York say? I want my eggs cracked. Meaning I want a child. I'm good on that. I got to. I'm good on that. But I do want a puppy. I want my name dropped. Meaning I want to get married again. Yes. I said again. Yes, girl, we got married. But we got married and had 2 children. And you gonna learn your lesson. Ain't too much I can say on that one because your kids gotta get here. Ain't too much I can say on that. That's a whole learning lesson in itself. You'll learn. For sure. That's where the bulk of your growth comes from. The bulk of your healing needed comes from that relationship. So you're okay. Absolutely. But those people that are meant to be in your life, they're gonna be there for you regardless, unconditionally. And when people say that they love you, but let's be honest, anybody that loves you, it comes with conditions. It comes with conditions. And I don't want those people in my life. I want the people that acknowledge that there are mess ups. Life happens. Love is not enough. You have to wake up and choose who you love every day. And that leads me into my next whole point that I want to tell you, sweetheart, is love on your people. Love the people that love you. Show up for the people that show up for you. That's it. Don't give your love to undeserving people, and quit thinking everybody that tell you they love you loves you. They don't. Let this go. Let this feeling go. Start paying attention here. Here, what are you saying? This person is telling you they love you, but then when you need them, where are they? Let it go. Love on the people that love you. Because one thing about women is we are reciprocators. The man is an initiator, so whatever you give me, I'm going to give you back 10 times. You giving me BS? I'm sure you better not gonna tell you. But quit trying to be an initiator with people, especially these boys. Girl, you in high school, you in middle school, you just younger KB. These men gonna be here. They gonna be here, and they just as trifling now as they were then. It's only that then it was acceptable because they were kids. And that one guy that you saw in school and had a crush on, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, because you'll be wasting almost a year of your life of a will they won't they. Follows God word for you. What are you seeing? Not what you were being told. What are you seeing? Not what you feel. What are you seeing? Are those actions lining up with those words? Is this person loving you the way you love them? Are they there for you the way you're there for them? Can you call them the way they can call you? No? Alrighty then. Love on your people, baby love. It's okay. It is perfectly fine. Love on your people. Love those who love you. Like those who like you. Give that energy back, but at the same time, don't be so malicious and hurt that you say screw everybody. And then you turn around and look and you feel like you're by yourself. Baby, you are not by yourself. Not even in a freaking, I just beat myself up. Not even a freaking long shot. You're not by yourself. So, like I said in the beginning, to my viewers, what would you tell your younger self? What advice would you give your younger self? And if you're literally sitting here saying, I'm gonna just tell him to keep going, I'm gonna tell him to do what he's doing, da 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 da, yeah, you need to grow up. If you literally can't look at yourself 15 years ago and see where you needed to give advice instead of just saying do your thing, young blood, yeah, you need to grow. It don't work like that. Write your own letter, your own journal prompt. Leave it in my comments. Leave it in the comments. What advice would you give your younger self? What advice? I would love to know. I encourage you to write a letter, a journal prompt or something. Hey, let me know in the comments what just a single piece of advice you would let your younger self know, so that life would be just a little bit easier 15, 16, 17 years later. And if you're sitting here saying on some ego stuff, as far as like, don't let nobody do this to you, don't let nobody do that to you, and this, and just do what you're doing, keep going, da 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 da. Okay, I'm gonna pray for you. If you don't think you need to grow, if you don't think that you need to heal, if you don't think that you need to improve anything, I'm going to pray for you. Because healing, like I said, is a journey. It's not a destination. I'm healing. I'm not healed. And I will never claim to be in a final position to give anybody any healed advice. Because, baby, I am not healed. Because I can say, yeah, I'm healed from my traumatic marriage and relationship and stuff like that, but I got a bunch of healing to do as an individual. I'm healed under the stance that I don't have to be with anybody. I actually prefer to be by myself. I love being at home. These 4 walls, can't nobody hurt me. Love it here. But I still need healing in the fact I put expectations on people, and then I'm hurt in the process, and then it's a never-ending cycle. I need to heal from just allowing people to tell me whatever they want to tell me, instead of going by my own truth, what I'm saying. And just, we got this. So just let me know in the comments. I'm gonna keep saying it. Let me know in the comments. What would you tell your younger self? I will whoop some of y'all. Y'all kids, I will whoop some of y'all for sure. For sure. Would whoop y'all. But yeah, if you love this, please like, comment, subscribe, share it everywhere. It's on YouTube, Spotify. I've been working on Apple Podcasts, but it's too stressful, and I'm just not one to stress. I'll just say screw it. Follow for more healing content, and yeah, guys, stay healing.